main event, 197. You got a 3-time All-American in the house. That's why people stick around, and they have stayed here at Lock Haven. And Phil is very excited to be on TV live back at home. So
he's loving it.
Hi to his mom and the whole gang down there.
Harrisburg Wrestling is on fire. We've alluded to District 3 already, but the city boys are getting better. Harrisburg High, Steelton, Susquehanna Township, all those teams are steadily improving. They keep plugging away.
So it's 25-8 heading into 197. Penn State safely home. They'll won 4 dual meets to close out the regular season before going into the Big Tens. Well, for Phil Davis, his only loss to number 3 Mike Tamilo at Northwestern. That came back on February the 1st. It was a 6-1 decision. But the big problem for Phil throughout much of the year is a lot of guys just aren't engaging with him that much.
Yeah, I mean, especially on the mat. They don't want to get anything near him underneath, so they try to keep it tough on the feet. That was a great shot. That's what Phil needs to do more. See, he's got that shot in his offense. He's dragging him in.
Dragging him back in. Wow.
He's going to finish. Oh. He's got the cradle. He's going from takedown to a cradle. Just overpowering.
Right there.
The one thing I've always been impressed about with Davis, he just stands on one leg at times, like you and I would be on 2 feet. He is just totally comfortable. He is just phenomenal on his feet.
Jed, that's amazing what he does when his opponents get his leg, which he doesn't want. You know, that's how Tamalillo was able to beat him, but he lets the guys get his leg sometimes, and they can pick it up 6 feet in the air, and he still has balance and flexibility. It's just amazing. You're not going to see it tonight because I don't expect Ben Hepburn from Lock Haven to get his leg that high in the air, but some big matches, he's amazing, just amazing balance. He's very hard to finish on.
Hepburn from nearby Williamsport, Lowestoft High School, 11-10 on the year. He's wrestled at 184, 197, and 285, and he gets the big guy tonight.
Yeah, he's been a utility man in all those weights, and this is a big order for him to try to compete. Here's the crossface. Phil's got the crossface. This is his move, the crossface cradle, but boy, Hepburn did a good job there. Now, Hepburn's father is a Penn State graduate and Penn State wrestler and the coach at Royal Sock there, where you mentioned he went to school, and his brother is on the Penn State lineup, in the Penn State team. So how's that for family? You got a father that's a coach, a family that's a brother wrestling for the Nittany Lions.
Let's go.
And then the other brother here wrestling for Lock Haven right now and trying to hold his own with Phil Davis. So far, 2 minutes, only 2-0. He knows Phil wants that crossface cradle. Penn State's calling for stalling on bottom. Because bottom man's not working hard enough to get up. There's the bow and arrow, but that's not Phil's thing. He's going to just use that to try to get a cradle.
Isn't the strategy for Hepburn is to try and avoid the stall and, or stall warnings, just kind of lay out on the bottom, try and keep it close in the 3rd period, and then maybe shoot for the stars, right?
Well, I think he wants to keep it close. I don't think he wants to be under here laying around, though. This is dangerous. I'm surprised he survived this long underneath Phil. He's done well, though. I mean, this is not where he wants to be. He wants to be on his feet wrestling, or on top.
Let's go, guys.
Phil's best position is top. This will be exciting. Let's see if Phil Davis really busted hard these last 20 seconds to try to break his opponent down and get a cradle. He's thinking. He's catching his breath. He's pouncing. Phil reminds me of Lock Haven graduate Craig Corbin. I mentioned Steelton earlier. Craig's a Steelton grad, and Craig worked with Phil throughout his youth, as did Coach Rawls, his high school coach. And Phil shows good ability in the cradle position, like Craig used to do here at Lock Haven University. So Craig's working with kids now in Central Pennsylvania and doing a great job. And Phil is another great Harrisburg product that's making a name for himself in D1 wrestling. Phil Davis finishing the single leg to a cradle. You don't see the single here, but that's how he got there. And he dragged his opponent in and got the 2-point takedown. And that's the only scoring we saw here in the 2nd period. This is Hepburn's best chance to keep the match close. If he can keep Phil Davis down for 20 seconds, a minute, anything, Phil knows that. Phil's going to want out of there. He's got to get to his feet a little more aggressively. And he's got to get the hands. Can he get hand control and clear out? Yeah, he's going to get it. Hepburn's just not strong enough to keep him down here. And he didn't work hard enough either. He should have worked harder on top. He's going to get, he's going to get pulled away from here. I think Phil's going to open up, get to the legs, and start dominating.
Stay in there. Stay in. Stay
you see him get excited, picking up the pace. He's got to get off his knees. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, Hepburn shoots the brick wall.
Still green. Still
Phil's
green.
Going to go some takedowns. Going to get some takedown work here.
Neutral.
Drawing the points. 2 more.
Try to break him on his feet.
5-1.
Phil has struggled to get his leg
Let's go.
attacks against the highest level guys. I expect him to be able to get some leg attacks here. The coaches want him to get his high crotch going. He's got a good leg attack to the right leg. There he took the single leg side. Oh, he tried the lateral drop. It wasn't there at all, though. He just got run
He's in
over.
all kinds of trouble right there. He just explodes through the move right there on offense.
Phil just ran him over. That was desperation by Hepburn. A lateral drop's only there sometimes. It's got to be set up just right. There's got to be perfect timing. And right there, he just got run over more or less.
Hey, when you're in trouble, your best friend like Hepburn right there is you just get out of bounds. But here's the explosiveness of Davis here.
Phil
Ken.
drives right through him, and Hepburn just rolls to his back. He didn't have a good grip at all, no setup. But, hey, at least he didn't end up giving up back points.
He toyed with Logan Brown at Purdue last week, 16-5. He's on kind of a similar course here in this match with Hepburn.
Yeah, I tell you that he's a pinning. Phil is a pinning machine, though. This is his final dual meet of his career. You know he is going to turn it on here the last couple minutes and try to get a fall.
Like here, you mean?
Nothing
Trying?
yet. Nothing yet.
Not yet for the fall, but that's a beautiful takedown. It looks like he can take him down.
Take down. Let's go. Come
But
on.
Hepburn's just hanging around on that edge, just in case. Doesn't want to leave too much room, does he?
Yeah. Phil's having fun now. He's building up the takedowns.
Go ahead, Penn State.
So he's not going to go for the pin until the third period. He's going to keep working his opponent. He's going to keep working on his moves. Another good double leg. Keeps his feet in. Gets another 2 points. Nice and solid. He's going to go one more. Now, usually you wouldn't do this in a close match, but he's going to go for it. He's going to get another takedown in 20 seconds. Now, Hepburn, if he can keep his composure, he should be able to keep Davis from scoring these last 20 seconds. But Phil's excited. Let's see if Hepburn has anything left in his gas tank and can defend himself from Phil Davis's double leg. Yeah, there's a good underhook. Hepburn staying solid. Davis in again.
Just dig in.
He's just getting overwhelmed, though. The bear hug. That's a good follow-up. He went from a shot to a bear hug, then got a quick little cheap set of back points, and he has Ben Hepburn from Lock Haven pretty much exhausted.
So it's 15-4 ending the second.
Phil Davis putting on a takedown clinic. Here's the nice driving double. Follows up, gets him to the mat here, drives him forward, keeps his feet in though, gets his 2. He's going to work. Here's another double leg. But this time, he comes up to the bear hug. He crushes him. He blocks his knee. Now he's going to change this for back points, too. Watch how he takes his left hand and sucks the shoulder back for the back points. 15-4, Jed. You think he's going to get the
Here we go.
tech fall or the pin?
He knows he's on Lock TV back home. This is going to end here soon. He is in all kinds of trouble.
I think he's going to settle.
Turn him over.
Yeah, he's going to finish. He's going to close the deal here.
There it is. Well, next stop, the Big Ten at Minneapolis, and then hopefully for Phil Davis, a national championship. 3-time All-American, but the elusive gold is
That's
what
what he
he's
wants.
after.
Not just for him, but for the program.